Well, when I was asked what it meant to me to be a witness, I guess one of the hazards of my profession of being a lawyer was my mind instantly went into what I've been programmed to think of as being a witness. And I think of different scenarios, but really it boils down to what did you hear, what did you see, or what did you experience? And naturally, that I think of those things in a court setting to begin with. It's just what that person has as a firsthand account, and usually then that witness is asked to come in and testify as to what they've seen and to tell others and to support the story or the point that's trying to be made. The next thing I thought of is, well, what kind of witnesses are there? There's eyewitnesses and different types of eyewitnesses. Some of them are by chance, that you might just happen to be standing on a street corner when you see a tree fall down or somebody fall or a car wreck or something like that, that you happen to just be there by chance. Another type of witness that we have or we use as lawyers is that they're arranged witnesses, that we ask somebody to come and witness a signing of a document, like a will or a contract. And then as I got to thinking, we also have arranged witnesses when we have marriages and witness the exchanging of the vows and those types of things. And so then that kind of starts kicking around in my head of, there's different types of witnesses. There's also character witnesses that can vouch for someone else, of what type of person are they. Also, there's expert witnesses that a person is called to testify based on their education or their own experiences to then help to guide more light on a certain situation or a certain topic. Maybe I overcomplicate it, but that's the starting point for a lawyer, is to look at what are we talking about, of what it means to be a witness. I think it's also of what makes a witness is what their credibility is, what their message is, of what they're trying to convey, what their motivation is, of why do they want to testify, why is it important to them, and then also, are their actions consistent with what their testimony is? Are they walking the walk and talking the talk, or do they say one thing and their actions convey another? So when I go through that analysis in my lawyer brain, then asked to put that into Acts 1 through 14, where Jesus sits down with his disciples right before the ascension and tells them at the very end, you will be my witnesses, or you shall be my witnesses, which is another thing that's interesting to me, or maybe confusing, depends on which version of the Bible that you read, of whether it sounds more like Jesus was saying, I'm commanding that you be my witnesses, which is more being, compelled in certain type of witnesses, or is it more that these were arranged to be the witnesses to his ascension into heaven, and that Jesus had arranged those things? Or was it a prediction for the future of, he knew what was going to happen, and he was telling them that this is what will be? But it seems to me to be pretty important words when he says, you will or you shall be my witnesses, that those disciples and those that were gathered were the ones that were commissioned, and what's been called the Great Commission, that was their duty, their role in life, that Jesus had appointed them to be the witnesses. So then when I'm asked, what does witnessing in my life, what does it mean to me? Like a lot of folks, I'm not real comfortable of being that voluntary witness of running in and saying, let me tell you what I've experienced or how Jesus has affected my life. I'm just not real comfortable with that. But it's something that I think is important. And so my approach in my life is not necessarily to do it with words, as it is to do it through actions. What I also think about is it's not comfortable for me to quote scripture and things like that, but I think that it's important for to be encouraging and to support those things. And I look for opportunities where I can help people, that I can lift people up, that I can encourage them. I think that in my line of work, dealing with people that sometimes are going through the biggest problems or the biggest challenges in their life, just having some hope, just knowing that things will work out, having some faith that the good is going to happen. I'm not comfortable saying God's going to get you through this, but I think that even without saying those things directly, people know, they feel that spirit, that comfort, that I think is what being a disciple and a follower of Christ means, is to help each other, to be good members of the community, to fill the roles and to look for where is there a need, and to step in and do that. And when I look around our community at the members of our congregation in particular, just because I know who they are, because I see them in church, we are involved in the community, and we have many, many roles through our congregation that reach out into the community at all levels and helping people. And that's, I think, what our purpose is to help each other and to try to find the right path and to encourage people, to lift them up when they're down, and just knowing that you have somebody out there that supports you, gets you through some tough times. And sometimes that's what's most important, is just not to give up, and to know that there's someone out there in your community that will come physically and help you, even when you're asking for help at the same time from Jesus, and doing, making prayers, lifting up prayers, that in the physical manifestation, we are in our own bodies filled with the Spirit to come and help each other. And so that's something that I try to do, is to never take things for granted, to be thankful even for things that don't turn out quite the way that we hope that they do, or for surprises, that some of them are not always as pleasant, some of them are very pleasant, but to take the time to be thankful for those things, and to share that when you are thankful, to show your appreciation, and that's in some ways that reminds other people to also be thankful, and to take a minute and realize that even though we worry more about when we have disappointments, it's the good things that really keep us going, and nothing can stand in your way if you have the right faith, and to try to spread that to your fellow man is one of the best things that you can do.